So let's start planning for May. And this month theme for my reading bullet journal is vintage hot air balloons. As you can see, I'm starting things off by grabbing some gold letter stickers for the title. And my next step will be to dig into my Antiquarian sticker book, which I have already used twice and I'm enjoying it quite a bit, so here it is again. Anyways, I'm digging into that to get some stickers that I will be using for the title page. For this setup, I'm also going to be using a lot of black paper and some brown scrapbooking paper with a sort of vintage feel to it, just to add a little bit more dimension to my spreads and to give them that scrapbook feel that, if you've seen my videos, you know that I love. For my title page, I'm using the black paper as a background for my hot air balloon stickers, and I really liked how they popped against the black paper a lot more than they popped against the white, because they do have that light colored outline that just looks so much more dramatic against the darker color. And I'm also using some more black paper on the right side of my heading, which I will be doing in white, so of course I wanted to do it in black so that the white would pop better. And on the left, I'm also adding a quote that says, "Let's get carried away." And I just thought that that worked so perfectly with the hot air balloon theme, but it also works very well with a reading bullet journal because, I don't know, books kind of help you to get carried away into different worlds. And on the right, I'm finally writing in my heading, which is first lines, and the spread is going to have all of the first lines from the books that I will be reading in May. And again, if you've seen some of my other videos, the next step should not surprise you because it is washi tape, which is my absolute favorite stationery to use. So of course, it's going to be in almost every spread that I make. And this time I chose some gold washi tape to add a little bit of sparkle and to match my gold title at the bottom of the spread, and a little bit next to the heading, and a little bit of this vintage looking floral washi tape that I will also be using for more of the setup because again it matches the vintage theme really well. And my final touch for the spread was to add just a few neutral colored circle stickers, just because I wanted to fill in some of the empty spaces in the spread. The next spread, I'm starting off by choosing some more hot air balloon stickers to use for the spread and possibly for some of the upcoming ones. And my next step was adding some washi tape to the middle of the spread. And this time I'm using a different colored washi tape, but it's still from the same vintage floral set. But I just thought that the green colors here worked better with the stickers that I picked out. And to make things more interesting, I added some gold washi tape to both sides. Then I started working on the headings, and just like for the previous spread, I layered some of that vintage brown scrapbook paper with some black paper on top, on which I will be writing the headings in white. And the headings for this spread are TBR, which is my to be read spread for the month of May, and my books read spread, which will include the books that I actually do end up reading in the month of May. Then it was time to pull those hot air balloon stickers that I picked out earlier, and I actually only added one, and I added it to the left side of the spread because the TBR heading is just so much shorter, so I wanted to fill in some of the empty space. And well, the sticker was perfect to do that. And speaking of empty space, I also used some more gold washi tape for the same purpose, and a few more of those neutral circle stickers. The next spread I'm starting off with washi tape yet again, and this time I'm adding it to the bottom of the spread, and I'm adding some of that same floral washi tape, well, not the same, a washi tape from the same set, just in a slightly different color scheme to match the hot air balloon sticker that I plan to be using for this spread. And of course I also added a little bit of gold washi tape on top of that, just to make things a little bit more interesting. And this time I'm not actually layering two different papers for the heading, and I'm only using black. And that's just because I wanted to keep it a little bit simpler. And the heading for this spread is my favorite quotes of the month. So pretty much whatever quotes I really like from the books that I read in May. I ended up putting the hot air balloon sticker in the middle at the top and adding some more gold washi tape on each side of that and right underneath the heading to decorate the spread a little bit more. For this spread, I went back to layering the two papers for the heading. And I'm actually placing one heading at the top of the layering combination and one heading at the bottom, just to make things look a little bit more uneven and a little bit more scrapbooky. I don't know if how I explained it makes sense, but hopefully you understand it from, well, what I'm doing. And the left spread is my reading review for the month of May, where I'm pretty much just going to be reflecting on what kind of books I've been reading that month. And I'm also going to have the monthly stats section at the bottom, which is that black piece of paper you see. And my right spread is going to be my favorite book of the month, so I'm just going to be writing a slightly longer review for my favorite book for the month of May. And this time I wrote some of the parts in gold just to give a little bit more variation to the spread. And the next step was adding some more stickers, and of course I had to add a hot air balloon sticker, and I added it to the middle at the top, but this time I also veered away slightly from the exclusively hot air balloon theme and just sort of added a few more stickers that I thought went well with the vintage feel of my setup. And we definitely can't forget the washi tape. And here again I used some of that gold washi tape and a little bit of floral washi tape in colors that I thought matched the hot air balloon sticker to decorate the spread a little bit more. And my final touch for the spread was just a few more of those circle stickers. The next spread I started off by looking for some more stickers, and I decided to go for this larger hot air balloon sticker that I was going to place on the left side of the spread. And I thought that it would look a little bit boring just on its own, so I decided to add a little bit more brown scrapbooking paper behind it to give it a little bit more of a background and to make things a little bit more interesting. For the heading for this spread, I followed the same pattern of layering my black paper over brown scrapbooking paper. And this spread is my good things spread, so here I'm going to be writing down some of the best things from the books that I read in May, just whatever catches my attention. And surprise, surprise, here we have more washi tape, and I'm using the greenish colored floral washi tape here again, because the hot air balloon sticker has a little bit of green in it, so I thought that it matched that color scheme pretty well. And just like I've been doing for most of the setup, I also added some more gold washi tape to add a little bit of sparkle and a little bit of drama. And I also added just a few more circle stickers. And the next spread I'm starting off with a whole lot of washi tape. Really, this is a lot, even for me. And I'm pretty much adding washi tape to the top of the spread and a thinner piece of washi tape to the bottom with a little bit of gold washi tape to sort of counteract the thinness and make it closer to the size of the top washi tape strip. And this is my bad things spread, so very similar to my good things spread, this is where I'm going to be writing down whatever really annoyed me and whatever I really did not like from the books that I read in May. And just like I've been doing for pretty much this entire setup, I'm writing my heading in white over black paper. I also added a rather minuscule hot air balloon sticker next to the heading, and yet more washi tape, because clearly this spread did not have enough. And last but not least is my character spread. So in this spread I'm going to be writing down some of my favorite, or not necessarily favorite, they can be my least favorite, but whatever characters really stood out to me from the books that I read in May. And after choosing the sticker that I will be using for this spread, I went for the same layering combination for my heading. And the sticker for this spread is not a hot air balloon sticker, but I still thought that it was sort of vintage and travel themed enough to go with my theme. And actually, the reason I'm not using a hot air balloon sticker is because I just couldn't find one in the book. I think I'd used all of them up for the rest of my setup. And because the left side of the spread was looking so much busier than the right, I decided to balance it out with some wide washi tape on that side. Now, I knew that I wanted to add some gold washi tape on top of that, but I didn't really want to just do 2 strips of washi tape like I've been doing for a lot of the rest of the setup, so I decided to add another sticker to the bottom of the spread that sort of matched the vintage theme of my setup. And at this point, while I was happy with the right side of my spread, the left side of my spread was looking a little bit too boring for me again, so I decided to decorate it a little bit more with some more washi tape and another sticker, just to make things a little bit more interesting. And that was it. Now let's get into the final flip through of all of the spreads that I've been setting up. I'm actually pretty happy with how this month theme came together. I've been really getting more into the whole vintage scrapbook style of bullet journaling again, and I really like how this setup went in that direction. I don't really have a favorite spread this setup though. I guess my least favorite spread would be my favorite quotes of the month spread, but the rest I like kind of equally for some strange reason. Anyways, let me know what you thought about this theme and if you enjoyed this setup and this video. thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing month, and I'll see you in my next video. Be you, always. Bye!